You know, in sports, they say a team isn't good if the team doesn't have an identity of how they play. This song had no identity, so clearly that doesn't apply to music. What's going on, Natto Nation? My name is Joey Natto, and I am an artist slash music producer. If you want to check out some of my music, the link is in the description below. Today, I'm pretty late to the game, but I'm gonna be reacting to Travis Scott's song, Sicko Mode, featuring Drake. I feel like I've heard bits and pieces of this song before, but may have not heard it all the way through. And I was told there's even like switch ups during the beat, so I've been warned about a few different things, but I don't really know too much about it. So before we get started, if you like this video, then like this video. If you got something to say, put it in the comment section. And if you want more, subscribe. Alright, without further ado, Travis Scott, Sicko Mode. Let's get into it. This is like kicking off with almost like it almost sounds like a sample, sort of. Ooh, intensity building up here.
Astro.
Those are definitely some kind of organs.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know. When it's here, my dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all he know, he don't know nothing else.
Another good melody from Drake right here. What's that?
Yeah. I tried to show him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pitching down those snares there.
Yeah. Going on you with the pick and roll. Younger Flame, he in Sicko Mode. This here with all the ice on in the booth.
Riding a horse.
Outside when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. Give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Woo! Had to hit my old town to duck the news.
What just happened? I thought Drake was about to go in, and now it's okay. Look how short he is compared to these cars here. This must be some kind of effect going on here.
4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, think my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the crackers wish it was a news. Someone said
a lot of reverb there at the end there.
Someone said
there's a lot going on right now. I'm trying to collect my bearings here.
This shit way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit.
I like that flow.
Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these hoes I made off records I produce. I might take all my exes and put them all in a group. Hit my essays, I need the boot.
You know what's kind of interesting so far about this one? Like the beginning, you had like that really harsh organ that had a lot of modulators on it with a synth bass underlying it to give it a little bit more darkness of a sound to it, even though the chords were pretty dark to begin with. For any music nerds out there, minor chords. I don't get too much into the technicalities too much on this channel. I try to make it pretty much understandable universally what I'm talking about. But this breakdown here is pretty cool because the tempo is a little bit more moderate than what the beginning was. The beginning was kind of a slower tempo, so usually slower tempos have like that bounce a little bit, but this one is just like, this is like nod your head hard type music. I like how that snare is just slapping through the mix, and I like that synth bass that's coming in, that whoop, whoop. It's on the downbeat every time. Then there's some like atmospheric sounds like chiming in here on the outside, so.
About to turn this function into binary.
Hear that? Wow.
Told her hop in, you coming too. In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Luke. Have to slot the top off, it's just a roof. She say, where we going? I said the moon. We ain't even make it to the room. She thought it was the ocean, it's just a pool. Now I gotta open, it's just a.
I like that line, that's my favorite bar so far. She thought it was the ocean, it's just a
goose. Who put this shit together? I'm the glue. Someone said, shorty face, Tommy out the blue.
And you got a little popcorn synth. At least in what the program I use, it's called popcorn synth.
Someone said,
okay, a lot of delay here. That That warp synth bass sounds really dragged out. Okay. Switching up again.
Astro.
There's your Travis Scott ad-libs there.
Yeah. Hey, hey. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance.
Oh,
now
those
I hit
keyboards.
the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zen,
With some
13
strings,
hours till I
like,
land, had me
middle.
out like a light. Hey, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say strings kind of like in the middle range, sort of like as far as the terms of a keyboard, like it would be played somewhere around here. And a really harsh sound and transition sound, that little rise effect kind of shortened with a delay at the end of it. That it's a bad impression of it, but I think you get what I'm trying to say.
Like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy. Slept through the flight, ayy. Not for the night, ayy. 767
That's a cool little
minutes,
effect
got
there.
double bedroom, man.
Talking about the video now.
Settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, no, never. It's on sight,
never.
yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Oh, I like his little whisper ad-libs going on in the background. Da 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 da. You know what's kind of crazy right now is his vocals are distorted. It's almost like they're not properly done with recording techniques, but I feel like that's kind of like the I don't really care, I'm gonna do what I want type of attitude that they're kind of putting into this song here. Like, yeah, we're Travis Scott and Drake, so we can have our songs distorted if we want. No one's gonna care. They're still gonna bump our stuff. And they're kind of right.
Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like. Yeah. That's what we like. Yeah. Lost my
I like the ad-libs there.
You not a threat. When I shoot my shot, that shit wetty like on Shaq. See the shots that I took, wet like on Book, wet like on Lizzie. I be spinning valley circle.
I always like that kind of effect in a video where it looks like a big party's going on and a lot's going on, but the beat is so mellow, calm. It's almost like the music and the video contradict each other. I love stuff like that.
Blocks till I'm busy. Like where is he? No one seen her. I'm trying to clean her. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with.
I don't even know what this song is about.
I
This is like the closest hip hop's ever come to Bohemian Rhapsody. Like this is something interesting here.
did half a Zen, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light.
Yeah, Pastor Dawson sell, he sending texts, ain't sending kites. Yeah, he say keep that on like I say, you know this shit is tight. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that shot there with that giant blackboard behind him. I wonder how they did that. Do you think they really had a giant blackboard behind them? I don't know.
It's absolute, yeah. I'm back with Boo. It's lit. La Ferrari. Jamba Juice, yeah, we back on the road, they jumping off no parachute, yeah, shorty in the back, she say she working on the glutes, yeah, ain't by the book, yeah, it's how it look, yeah.
But what's really dope about hip-hop production, especially in America, the way they do it, is a lot of times they could just have a melody ride throughout so long of the beat, so you hear this kind of keyboard mixed with a bell type of sound here, like whatever that melody is, it's just going over and over and over and over. But it's the volume's so low on the mix, but it's still apparent. But you don't get sick of it because it's just the vibe is just you're just rocking with it, and it's almost like the lyrics and the rapper's flow is almost like a distraction to you. That's probably why you don't get sick of the melody there when you hear it over and over and over. It's almost like a subconscious thing.
Yeah. About to check.
So he said, yeah, he agrees.
Yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took. Baby mama cover Forbes, got these other bitches shook. Yeah.
There's halftime, and they pitch the drums down. Really popular effect here. Cool shot to end it there. Looks like it's super hot with like those heat waves in the background, everything like that. You know, in sports, they say a team isn't good if the team doesn't have an identity of how they play. This song had no identity, so clearly that doesn't apply to music. This song doesn't have an identity. It doesn't have like a clear-cut message and what it's trying to say or a clear-cut sound since it technically went through 4 different beats. It's like a mixtape in one song. So I basically love how they just broke the rules with this one. That many beats in one song, that's kind of crazy. you get tricked a lot. You know, listen to this for the first time all the way through. You know, you start off with like these warped organs and everything like that, and then it goes into the beat, just kind of having a little bit of a bounce to it. It almost sounds like, you know, almost like some typical type trap song. Then it gets into, you know, like this head nodding beat with just some mysterious type of vibe to it. And Travis Scott, I like his flow a lot. He's just like da 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 da. Like I like that flow a lot. It was catchy to me. I didn't really, you know, because I was focusing mainly on the beat, which I do in most of my videos, I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics he was saying. I mean, a lot of it sounded like some pretty stereotypical rap lyrics as far as the message and what he was saying, like bragging about girls and whatever. I want to say the third part of the song was my least favorite, but I don't know, because like I said, that beat starts catching on to you. You don't even notice it that it's playing in the background, then you catch it, and it's like you just start vibing to it and you don't even notice. I think that's what good music could do a lot of times. It could tap into some like subconscious type of things and make you move without even you realizing why. And I think Drake's voice and Drake's melodies that he chooses a lot of times can do that. And once again, that happened here. As far as the beat goes, in the beginning, you had this warped organ with some kind of crazy modulator or flanger on it. Think about, like, this is gonna be a little bit out there, but think of Prince's song, Let's Get Crazy. You know how he has like that really long organ sound in the beginning of the song before it comes in? This is almost like that, except a lot darker and a lot more evil sounding. So I kind of appreciate that intro that they had here. And then they trick you thinking that it's gonna vibe out, and then there's a delay on Drake's voice just with a bunch of reverb, like do 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 do. And then they come in with those quarter note warm-ups with the kick and the synth bass, so it's like boom, boom, boom. That's always been a classic way hip-hop beats get warmed up to get you hyped up. I bet at a live show, that's a very important part there to get the crowd hyped up for the song. And my favorite part about that breakdown there, it's kind of a minuscule thing maybe to a lot of people, but the way the snare drum is slapping through that mix is powerful, and it's not too much, but it's like right on the breaking point of like probably clipping in the mix, that snare drum, but it just smacking through. And from a production standpoint, I can definitely appreciate that. I think I could be here all day if I'm talking about the video. There was so many different scenes in this video. I don't know what was, you know, CGI and what wasn't. I guess my favorite part is that effect they have where they're like zooming in on Travis and then zooming out, and there's like people moving around like in fast, like a time lapse effect going on behind him near the cars and everything like that, and he's like getting shorter and bigger. Sometimes I wonder if there was really a meaning behind that, like some kind of symbolic reasoning behind having that effect, or if the director was just playing around with the edit and he was like, oh, you know, this might be cool, let's just throw this in there and just trickle people's minds a little bit. And I also like how the whole video took place mainly at night, and it started off during the day, like almost during like dusk time in the beginning, and then during the video it's just nighttime and it's dark, and they had the Astro World entrance behind him when he was riding a horse. Like, this was, yo, I think we might be taking this one for granted. I know a lot of videos out there right now with a lot more views than this song here, but this is something special. I think this one's being overlooked a little bit and taken for granted a little bit. Like, this song is pretty crazy and the visuals are insane. My favorite part from Memory that I could think of is just that line he said where he's like, she thought it was the ocean, it's just a pool. Like, that was, I don't know why. That line just resonated with me. I just thought it was cool. I thought it was creative. It's simple, but creative and hell of effective. So, man, hats off to these dudes, man. They're on top for a reason. They know what they're doing. This was something special. Like I said, this is hip hop's Bohemian Rhapsody right here. Some people might hate me for saying that, but that's how I feel about it. So, it doesn't really matter. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to support this channel, the Patreon link is in the description below. And I don't really got much more to say other than that. I don't have a cool outro line yet, so I'll just say I appreciate you guys. Nado.